walking away from the Obama-brokered Iran nuclear agreement, the U.S. is asking the United Nations to punish Tehran for reopening an old uranium enrichment plant. The Europeans are scrambling to salvage the deal. So first thing I want to ask you, Vivian, is that even an option any longer to save the deal? And second, does it prove that leaving the deal was a dangerous move?
Look, it wasn't a deal. It was a capitulation. It was Iran coming out with their superior negotiating skills, and Obama and the West completely and totally buckling.
Now they're opening a new plant, an old plant.
There was no. But my point, the deal, so-called deal, wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
Okay. The bigger threat that I'd love to inject in this discussion is the complete flameout that's happening as we speak to the Iranian economy.
Mm-hmm.
The inflation is completely out of control. There are demonstrations in the streets. People are being beaten and bloodied. And by the way, the UN Security Council has yet to call an emergency meeting to discuss the human rights abuses.
Daniel, you agree?
It reminds me of the situation with Reagan and Russia, the Soviet Union at the time, 30-some years ago, when people were saying, oh, it's dangerous what he's doing, and he's pushing them to the brink. And this is what Trump is doing with the Iranians. He's pushing them to the brink right now of how long they can survive. And it's already having its effect. Just like the Soviet Union fell apart, we may see the Ayatollahs fall apart. And they're already, if you look at that, they're already identifying locations where they can escape to. They're being threatened by their own people, and that's what Trump is doing.
We even saw, by the way, the Prime Minister go on. Go ahead.
I have no personal connection with Gonen Segev, this ex-minister who is suspected of espionage, so I don't have real update information of what's going on in Iran. So I would not go into all kind of assumption what's going on.
Did you see the video?
But I've seen demonstration in Tel Aviv. I've seen demonstration in Ramallah.
Yeah.
I've seen demonstration in many places. Right. I don't think it's going to change the regime. No,
but that's a society that's Dutch. When the public,
but I think none of us really knows what
you cannot compare civil disobedience demonstrations in Tel Aviv to Tehran.
There is
no dissent allowed there.
I can compare what's happened in Cairo, and I can compare with Ramallah.
In that society, when the population is yelling "Marg, Marg, Palestine," that means a lot. Death to Palestine in their societies, that is a huge.
Let's be a little bit more modest about what we know about Iran from a few videos, and we'll see.
No. It's more than a few videos. If you're a woman and you stand up in public,
we will see. Let's see.
Okay, you made your point. I'm going to make mine. You made your point.
A demonstration in Riyadh.
Meron, you made your point. I made mine. You cannot compare a democracy with an autocratic theocracy. That's a dictatorship where a woman stands up. Let me finish. Where a woman stands up and takes off her hijab and is not only beaten but is thrown in jail for 2 years. These are not random videos.
This is not random video.
No,
but the situation in Riyadh.
Can I finish, please?
The situation in Riyadh.
Can I finish?
The situation in Riyadh is much worse.
Well, I guess not.
No, okay. Let Meron start your argument, then I'll let you react. Go ahead. In Riyadh and Saudi Arabia.
I think the situation of women in Riyadh is much worse, and we are just ignoring it because they are good. Because they are good friends. They are worse. The situation is worse.
Okay, now
we just ignore it.
Okay, now let me wrap it up.
You're bringing in completely situation.
That's completely irrelevant.
Okay.
We support Saudi and we hate Iran.
I was just going to say the situation in Riyadh may be worse. Situation in Kabul is worse. Situation in Islamabad is worse. But we're not talking about those countries.
We're good friends with them.
No, that's your point. That's irrelevant. We are talking about disobedience and demonstrations in Iran.
We have to go.
Don't deflect because you're wrong.
We have to go for